part of Sagarika Ghosh's Destination Boardroom event in our city of Chennai, because she is doing exactly that. She's telling her life story, she's bringing together her networks and is making sure that several other women like you get to the boardroom just through the stories and wisdom of other people in the room, in her life. From her life, she's just connecting you and doing it. So you should really actually applaud Dr. Rao and Dr. Ghoshal. My first story is called Speak Up. And I'm sure you've heard this from other people who came and shared their stories and they said, speak up, right? And you all do that. How many of you speak up? In your own offices, you're known for raising your hand and saying what you want to say. Good. That's why you made it to this conference. I'm glad. When you speak up with conviction, with an authentic voice, right? And when you say what you believe, and then you tell people what you're good at, then it's not showing off. It's actually about telling them your self-worth, and then they take you seriously. Particularly good at anything. I'm good at everything, but it's not true. You are very good at something, and that's why you've been put on this planet. So what is it that you're good at? Like Archana is a superb storyteller connecting ancient India and modern ways of living, right? So what are you? What is your strength? First, you have to be able to know that.
She wanted to know about our business head.
We both exchanged the same thing. I wanted to know more about my boss. She had the same.
I want to know more about my business head. He's heading a business of 125 million. So I said, I want to know about him. Probably, so that I can be more aligned with him in terms of business.
Right. So how do you go about knowing this person, this immediate superior, who's probably your pathway to the boardroom? How do you know them better? How do you get to knowing them better? If you make a wish and I give you this magic wand and you do this, will you know him better? How?
Speak.
Communicate. Find out a little bit more what are their interests. Most superiors, bosses, team leads, you agree, Archana? Most people in that position would love to be able to give you their time to know them better. But there's a very thin line between being curious and being inquisitive. And that line, in India, we tread it a little sometimes on the other side too easily. So be careful. And actually, thank you for recommending my book, Sagarika. Upwardly Mobile teaches you that. It's about behavioral skills that are important with business skills, which will take you upwards in the world, upwardly, yeah. And Mr. Narayan Murthy launched it, and his speech when he launched it in Bangalore is an excellent example of exactly this. How you sit in a train and you talk to someone, and then you ask, are you married? You have children? Why you don't have? Without telling him anything. Then, oh, you're in Infosys. Sir, you're in Infosys. My niece has a, can you transfer my niece here? They're asking Narayan Murthy, sir, this on a train ride. And he's telling that story when he's launching the book. So look it up if you have a chance, okay? So if you want to know somebody, you have to make the effort. That's all I wanted to say. Please just make the effort on your side. And now with Dr. Google, Mr. Google, whatever you want to call him, it is easy to find out what their passions are. Look on YouTube. They must have had some favorite speech they put up. Now this speech they'll put up. So there'll be something that will show you about their passions and their stories, yeah? Fabulous networkers. I can network with everybody.
To some
Let's connect, but I don't think you're fabulous.
Okay, how many of you are mediocre networkers? Good. And how many of you think I have scope for improvement? I need to do a little more networking skills. Good. Because I think you should be open to growth in that area, because I always say this in many of my little groups. I say my network is my net worth. Forget what I have in the bank. It's your network that will build you. So please build that network, but you have to connect with conviction. If you cannot seek support from that network, then you've not done a good enough job. So as women, we build a good network pretty all right, but we don't seek support from it. Who now? I want you to find a different partner. Your brand, right? You are your brand. You know this. Everybody tells you dress for success, executive presence. Have you heard those terms before?
Yes.
And do you take it seriously? And so do you come out some days, I'm just so tired that I don't want to dress today. Do you do that and go into work just in torn jeans? Are you allowed to do that? But imagine if I walked into this room looking so tired and so disheveled, you wouldn't have taken me seriously. So being the brand and dressing for success is the first layer of being the brand. But brand is even more than that, right? It's about being healthy, and it's also about having the right values. You should learn to be quietly assertive. Assertive is good. Aggressive is not needed. That's the challenge, okay? Those are the 3 things I want you to do so that it's a challenge for you to live out.